Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My dear children, this is the continuity of unit number 14. We are nowadays staying in page number 11. In the page number 11 onwards, we are going to discuss regarding sexual reproduction in plants. In the case of sexual reproduction in the plants, like animals, like human, it is conducted by the contribution of gametes. In the introduction class, I told you there are two types of gametes that involve. One we call sperm. They are male gametes. Other one we call it egg or ovum. They are female gametes. In the introduction class, I told you we are combinations of the gametes of father and mother. The two gametes, the sperm gamete of father, the egg gamete of mother, fuse together to make every individual in this world. Similar to that, in the plants also, there are male gametes, there are female gametes, and they fuse and they make new plants. When that happens in the plant's life, the plant performs sexual reproduction. Like in human, like in animals, gametes are produced only in the mature plants. Okay, animals also have a status called maturity. When an organism gets the ability of reproducing sexually, it is a mature organism. So who can produce the gametes? Mean matured organisms can produce the gametes. So matured plants will produce the gametes. The gametes, when they fuse, they make a zygote. The zygote will grow into an embryo. That embryo is situated inside a seed. The seed will grow into a new plant. So this is how in the plants reproduction occurs. If you mark it in a flow chart, you can mark like this. Okay, first fusion of gametes occur. Fusion of gametes forms a zygote. So zygote formed. When zygote develops, embryo formed. Okay, embryo is situated in seed. Seed germinates. Okay, new plant appears. This is how in the world every plant is born. Fusion of gametes occur, zygote is formed. Zygote grow into an embryo. Embryo is located inside the seed. Seed is germinating. Germinated seed is giving us new plant. So that is the one. So this is the flow chart you have to mark after the 2 points on sexual reproduction. There are 2 points written under sexual reproduction. After marking those 2 points under sexual reproduction, these 2 points, you need to mark that flow chart. In the plants, one of the major group of plants are called flowering plants. In them, flower flower is created for sexual reproduction. Flower is the reproductive organ of flowering plants. In non-flowering plants, flower is not the reproductive organ. Instead, certain other structures are there for reproduction. But in flowering plants, flower is the reproducing organ. If you take a flower, in the flower, this you have studied in your lower grades also, there are 4 basic components. I will mark them one by one. Here, one it is gynoecium, one it is androecium, one it is petals, one it is sepals. Altogether 4. Okay. The outside, most outside, you will see the sepals. Inside the sepals, you will see the petals. Inside the petals, you will see the androecium. Inside the androecium, you will see the gynoecium. This is how they are ordered. In the androecium, their units are called stamens. Okay, the units are called stamens. Okay, this one unit is called a stamen. So this is a stamen, this is a stamen, this is a stamen. All the stamens are together called androecium. So if you take androecium, we will later discuss about it. Similarly, if you take gynoecium, it has 3 parts: stigma, style, ovary. Stigma, style, ovary. 3 parts are there. It's a jar-like structure. Top is called stigma, middle tube-like structure is called style, and the bottom flask-like structure is called ovary. So stigma, style, ovary, 3 parts are there for gynoecium. My children, my recommendation is draw a flower. Principal parts of a flower mean you kids draw a flower. Okay, that is important. After marking these 2 parts of nodes, okay, these 2 parts of nodes. Here, the place where all these ones are fixed, sepal fixed, petals fixed, stamens fixed, gynoecium fixed, all are fixed on this place, and that place is called by the name receptacle. It is holding all of them. It is holding all of them. And this stalk below, it is called pedicel. Okay, I'm recommending you draw a flower. Doesn't matter, it takes time. You draw a flower. Okay, good. So that is page number 11. In the flower, flower, if you consider, flower can be divided into 2 major regions. One we call essential parts. Essential parts. Essential parts of flower. They are important for reproduction. If they are present only, plant will do the reproduction. On the other hand, non-essential parts, they are not important for their reproduction. Okay, not important for reproduction. Right? In the essential parts, we have the androecium and gynoecium. Androecium and gynoecium are coming under essential parts, sepals, petals, receptacle, they are coming under non-essential parts. They are not important for the reproduction. Okay, sepals, petals, and receptacle. Not important mean they don't have the direct involvement in the reproduction. Androecium is the male part of the flower. Androecium is the male part of the flower. Gynoecium is the female part of the flower. Okay, female part of the flower is gynoecium. So you have to mark this chart thereafter. Okay. And thereafter, we are going to work on one by one. We are going to work on one by one. First of all, we are going to work on calyx. Calyx. Okay. If you go for the word calyx, okay, calyx includes all the sepals. Calyx includes all the sepals. Once you go for the diagram, here you can see this picture, right? In this place, each of this is a sepal. 1 sepal, 2 sepal, 3 sepal, 4 sepal, 5 sepal. All sepals together, 1 calyx. All sepals together, 1 calyx. Generally, calyx is green in color. Okay, generally green in color. The main use of calyx is there when it is a flower bud. You see here, this is a flower bud. In this place, the flower bud is externally all the things, sepals, petals, androecium, gynoecium, everything is externally covered by the calyx. So it is protecting the parts. So what the picture shows here is a flower bud. Okay, in the flower bud stage, protection is given by the calyx. Hope you understood it. Okay, so that is the role of calyx here. This is the note you have to write for calyx. Okay, right. Next it is corolla. Okay, there's a car also called corolla. This is corolla of a flower. Okay, corolla is the colorful part you see in a flower. It's the colorful part you see in a flower. That is corolla of a flower. Right, the colorful part. In some plants like this, it will be white color also. Okay, its colorfulness is very useful in attracting insects for pollination. Colorful flowers will be there. Okay, some flowers like coconut flower. Okay, coconut flower, it doesn't have colorful ones. No colorful there. Okay, so but generally, if you take corolla, okay, of a flower, it is very colorful. It is attracting insects. It is helping in pollination. Those things are there. Same time, androecium, gynoecium, they are situated inside the corolla. Due to that reason, you can call it, you can tell another function, they are doing protection to androecium and gynecium. You might think, sir is using a word corolla. My children, this is a petal, this is a petal, this is a petal, this is a petal, this is a petal. All the petals together, one corolla. All the petals together, one corolla. So regarding corolla, this note you have to mark it down. This is the note coming to you regarding corolla. It is the second word. Okay. Third, it is androecium. In the case of androecium, or another name is stamen, there are two parts there. Okay. In the case of androecium, there are two parts there. One we call anther, other one is called filament. For every stamen of a flower, if you take a single stamen, in a single stamen, there will be two parts there. Okay, I'll choose this one. I'll choose this one. Right? Here you can see this part. It is called anther, A-N-T-H-E-R. This is called filament. Okay. Filament is not so important for us. Anther is the one important for us. In the anther, yellow color or off-white color, powder-like structures called pollens will be produced. What is produced? Pollens will be produced there in the anther. Okay. So, anther is very important. It is the male reproductive structure with many stamens. Every stamen has two parts, an anther and a filament. Inside the anther, kuti sacs are there, SAC, sacs. Okay, circle right structures are there. Inside the pollen sacs, what is produced? It is pollens are produced. Okay, in one stage, the stamen anther will be bursting and the pollens will be released out. And ultimately, we are coming to gynecium. The gynecium, also called by the name pistil, it has three parts there. Altogether, three parts there. Okay. So, pistil of a flower, when you consider. Okay. A single pistil, if you consider. Okay. This picture shows you the stigma. On the stigma, you can see pollens have attached. Stigma is the place where pollens are attaching. And this tube is called by the name style. Right? So at the bottom, there will be an ovary. Okay? Inside the ovary, there will be a unit called ovule. Inside the ovary, there will be a unit called ovule. That ovule is the one turning to seed in future. Ovary's wall is the one turning to fruit in future. The mango part you are eating belongs to a ovary wall. The ovary wall is the one becoming the eatable part there. And the ovule inside located is becoming the seed part there. So, gynecium is the female reproductive structure, okay, with a single pistil. It has three parts called stigma, style, and ovary. Inside the ovary, there are ovule. Ovule has an egg cell. Egg cell is the female reproductive structure. Egg cell is the female reproductive cell. Female gamete. Okay, female gamete. And egg cell, yeah, that is already mentioned to you. No need to write as a separate point. The female gamete. Okay. So page number 11 and 12, I have completed in it. You can write down the notes from here, sexual reproduction. Then you can follow the instruction what I have given you. Inshallah, again, I'll meet you in the follow areas. Good night. Good luck. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.